Right guys, I just want to have one last look at solving these types of equations using the method that I've shown you. Okay? Now, some of you are sending me your answers and you're still not setting out your working as I'm telling you to. It's fine if you get into the right answers now, but we're going to look, if not this year, in the coming years, we're going to look at some incredibly complicated looking equations whereby if you can use the method that I'm showing you and you can set it out as I'm telling you to, you're going to make it a lot easier for yourselves. So, we are going to want, for this equation, to isolate the unknowns, okay? That's always what we want to do. We want to make sure that all of our unknowns are on the same side of the equation, and then we're going to want to isolate them. We're going to want to get them on their own, okay? Now in this case, 4x, they are our unknowns. They are what we want to isolate. We need to address this here, okay? We've got 4x and we're adding 8. We don't want to do that. We want to subtract 8. But if we subtract 8 from one side of our equation, we must do it to the other side of the equation, because you must imagine an equal sign like the middle part of a seesaw at the park, okay? If you do something to one side of the seesaw when it's balanced, you must do the same thing to the other side, otherwise it will become unbalanced. So, this is the step that if you're feeling confident with this method, you don't have to keep writing, okay? All it is doing is it's telling you that we're going to take 8 from this, which is what we've done here, and we're going to take 8 from this, which is what we're doing here. That's all it's doing, okay? And then you just do it. So 20 take 8 is 12. 4x plus 8 take 8. They will cancel to leave you with 4x, okay? We know that 4x is 12, right? I want to find out what 1x is equal to. 4x is 4 times bigger than what I want, so I'm going to divide by 4 to get to what I want. And again, this is the line here that you do not need to write if you're feeling confident, okay? 4x divided by 4 is just going to be 1x, because 1x is 4 times smaller than 4x. 12 divided by 4 is 3. And that's my answer, okay? So, this line and this line of working, you don't technically need to include if you're feeling confident, guys, okay? If you're not feeling confident though, or if you're, you know how to answer equations but you want extra practice, then please put that line in. So, just a quick look at that. Could you now pause the video, okay, and have a go at this equation? 10 plus 3x is equal to 28. Pause the video now. Okay guys, you should have paused the video and had a go now. So, this is the bit that I want to isolate because 3x, they are my unknowns, okay? So this is the bit I need to deal with, right? It's a positive 10. So I'm going to have to take 10 from this side of the equation to deal with it. But if I do something to one side of the equation, I've got to do it to the other side of the equation. 10 plus 3x, take 10, is equal to 28, take 10. Again, if you're confident, this is the line you don't need to write down. For those of you that are not confident, it's a good crutch, okay? It's a good kind of scaffolded line of working for you. 10 plus 3x take 10. They're just going to cancel because they're like terms. The 3x isn't going to be affected at all. 28 take 10 is 18. We've got 3x, which is 3 times bigger than 1x, and we want 1x, so we're going to divide both sides of the equation by 3. 3x divided by 3 is equal to 18 divided by 3. Again, this is a line like this one where if you're feeling confident, don't write it down. I do want you to write down the other lines of working. This is fine if you don't. X is equal to 6. Okay?